Good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Class of 2020 Virtual Senior Award Ceremony. I know this is not our traditional breakfast morning, which is usually followed by the senior prom, but I still believe that our seniors need to be honored. This is still a very special day for our senior class. The seniors are benefiting from the generosity of all of the donors, and it amazes me every time I say that there will be approximately $130,000 given to our seniors this morning. I would like to acknowledge Mrs. Lori Carrizo, our PTSA president, as well as Ms. Liz Forte, the president of the PT Council. Thank you for all your hard work. I would also like to thank the senior class advisors, Ms. Chelsea Leary and Ms. Holly Basillo, for their dedication to the class. I would also like to thank Ms. Darlene Capabianco and Ms. Joy Mariano. These two are the brains behind the operations, and we appreciate all your efforts. Finally, and most importantly, I thank all the donors that generously donated approximately $130,000 for our students at RHS. And now for our first award, the Alfred M. Fume DMD Memorial Scholarship. It's in memory of Alfred M. Fume, DMD. Dr. Fume was involved member of the Rutherford community, including the Rutherford Board of Education, Rutherford Elks, and Unico. He also served our country in the Army National Guard. This scholarship was established to support a senior who is interested in pursuing a career in the medical field and has a well-rounded balance of volunteer and community activities. The winner of this scholarship goes to Grace Anderson. Our next award is the Lieutenant Colonel Fume Military Scholarship. Dr. Alfred M. Fume served as a dentist in the Army National Guard, retiring as a lieutenant colonel. He served over 18 years, including tours in Iraq, Costa Rica, Honduras, and Bolivia. This scholarship was established to help a worthy individual who plans to enter any branch of service in the military after graduation. This scholarship goes to Christopher Guzman and Denzel Griffith. The Alicia and Oswald Garcia Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded in honor of Alicia and Oswald Garcia. Athletic opportunities were limited when Alicia Garcia was growing up. This award represents the passion for athletics and for academic excellence in a female softball player. This award goes to Skylar Ahern. The All Sports Boosters Harry Pappas Scholarship is in honor of Harry Pappas, who was a longtime Rutherford and an active member of the All Sports Booster Club. Mr. Pappas was a loyal supporter of the Rutherford Athletics. The winner of this scholarships are Skylar Ahern, Grace Anderson, Erin Augustifer, Mia Capabianco, Sebastian Gaeta, Amelia McCarthy, Owen Meister, Jennifer Natelkos, Kerry O'Keefe, Jenna Rogers, Skylar Wazinski. The Animal Hospital of Rutherford Scholarship is offered in honor of pets and the compassionate people who care for them. The winner of this scholarship, Tristan Ramick. The Anthony Folio Scholarship is in honor of Anthony Folio, retired coach and RHS athletic director, in recognition of his outstanding efforts as a teacher, coach, and athletic director. The purpose of this scholarship is to promote athletic excellence. The winner of the scholarship is Jack DeBarry. I would now like to turn the program over to Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jack Hurley.
Thank you, Mr. Morano, and congratulations to all the seniors and your parents on this exciting day, which is always the day that begins the journey towards graduation. I know that it's a different year this year, as Mr. Morano mentioned, but I also want you to think and reflect upon all you've accomplished, not only in this past year, but in your 13 years of education going back to kindergarten. So this is a celebration not just of a few months, it's a celebration of those 13 years, and a well-deserved celebration for all of you and your families. I also want to thank the members of the community. I know Mr. Morano did as well, for their generous support of our programs and our students year after year. Well over $100,000 in scholarships coming from both groups are in the borough, groups are in the county, groups that are in the state. So really the support you have from this community is overwhelming, it's well deserved, and you should be proud of that too. And keep in mind as we go forward that all these folks, although they're not here today, are sharing this day by giving their time and their money towards helping you as you go forward in your next educational part of your life. So let's move on to some of the awards. Okay? The next award comes from the American Legion. Congress chartered the American Legion in 1919 as a patriotic wartime veterans organization devoted to mutual helpfulness. It is a not-for-profit community service organization with nearly 3 million people, men and women, as members, and nearly 15,000 American Legion posts worldwide. The American Legion Post number 109 scholarship is awarded to Grace Anderson. The American Legion Auxiliary Post 109 scholarship is awarded to Mia Capabianco. The Sons of the American Legion Scholarship is awarded to Lauren Bronico. Next scholarship is the Benedict P. and K. Willis Scholarship. This scholarship is in honor of longtime Rutherfordians Benedict Patrick and K. Willis. Mr. and Mrs. Willis committed to the union of academics, athletics, community involvement throughout their lives, and it was unparalleled, their commitment. They will both be remembered for their outspoken advocacy of quality education for the children of Rutherford. The recipient of the Willis Scholarship is Bridget Boylan. The Bergen County Counselors Association, known as the BCCA, has a scholarship that's offered to qualified students who plan to become either a school counselor or a school teacher in their future career. The recipient of that scholarship is Grace Anderson. Boiling Spring Lodge number 152 F&AM Scholarship. This scholarship comes from the Boiling Springs Lodge Freemasons. The Freemasonry is the world's oldest and largest international fraternal organization. It is open to men of adult age of any color, religion, nationality, or social standing. The only requirement is a belief in a supreme being. From its earliest days, charity has been the foremost visible Masonic activity. Freemasons have always been devoted to caring for disadvantaged children, the sick, and the elderly, and they are actively involved in a great deal of community volunteer work. This scholarship is offered to students who show outstanding community service. There are 3 recipients: Mia Capabianco, Jinsu Kim, and Aiden J. Yablonsky. The Lillian M. and Frank M. Taylor Scholarship is given to children, stepchildren, grandchildren, or step-grandchildren of living or deceased Master Masons in good standing in a Masonic Lodge of the Grand Lodge of New Jersey. This year's recipient is Grace Anderson. The Michael Cassidy Memorial Scholarship honors Mr. Michael Cassidy, who began his career in Rutherford in 1977 at Union School as a social studies teacher. He moved on to Rutherford High School in 1991 and became assistant principal in 2001, a role he served with me when I became principal that year. In this new role, one of the first things he took on was to create and become the advisor of the Heroes and Cool Kids, a program that stresses inclusiveness, anti-bullying, and positive lifestyle choices. He believed passionately that a successful student is one that not only achieves academic success, but also exudes strong character, integrity, and humility. The students awarded this scholarship lead by example every day and are admired and respected by his or her peers and teachers. The recipients of the Michael Cassidy Scholarship are Brian Iguante and Emily Muller. I want to congratulate all the winners that I just announced and all the winners that will be announced, and congratulate all of you, whether you win a scholarship or award or not, for your outstanding perseverance, integrity, and diligence during this tough time we've gone through. And I look forward to seeing you one way or the other when graduation rolls around. So enjoy the month of June. As seniors, you deserve it. And now here's Dr. Hopkins.
Good morning. Dr. Heather Brosnan and Dr. Leanne Clark provide orthodontic care to Rutherford and surrounding towns, emphasizing exceptional patient care and satisfaction. This scholarship is given to a senior who has demonstrated a love for learning, a commitment to pursue a career in the sciences, and a desire to serve his or her community. The candidate must be attending a 4-year college, must have taken and excelled in a higher level science course at RHS, and must demonstrate a strong leadership presence while being active within his or her community. This year's award winner is Bridget Boylan. The mission of the Rutherford Civil Rights Commission is to eliminate discrimination, increase public awareness of civil rights through advocacy and education, provide information and referrals, and offer conflict resolution services and mediation for civil rights matters. This year's award winner is Tiara Sherlock. The Thomas D. Casadante Scholarship was established in memory of Tom and his dedication to leadership, community service, and academic excellence. As a Rutherford resident for 38 years, he gave back to his community as a coordinator for coach for the Recreation and Travel Girls soccer team. He served on the Rutherford Board of Education for over 11 years, 6 of them as president. These scholarships will be awarded to students who exemplify the following criteria: earn a 3.0 GPA or higher for all 4 years, be a well-rounded community service leader who has soccer achievement. This year's winners are Jason Alves and Gabriella Centurion. The mission of the Chamber of Commerce of Rutherford is to improve and enhance the business community of our area and to help our members prosper. The Chamber serves as a catalyst for the economic success of its members, our borough, and the surrounding communities. This year's Chamber of Commerce Award of Rutherford Scholarship is awarded to Matthew Silva. This scholarship is in conjunction with the Chamber of Commerce of Rutherford in memory of Herb Cutter, who is, in the eyes of the members of the Chamber, exemplified community service and dedication. This scholarship is given to a senior who demonstrates outstanding community service at the school, community, or other organizations that exemplify Mr. Cutter's service and dedication. This year's winner, Bridget Boylan. Church Alive of Rutherford has a passion for the local youth. They are committed to seeing young people thrive in life and raise awareness of the drug epidemic in our communities. This scholarship is based on a student with a heart for their community and that same passion for awareness. Church Alive believes that the recipient of this scholarship will make a difference in his or her community. This year's winner, Owen Meister. The Alliance of Private Special Education Schools of New Jersey is a group of more than 30 state-approved private special education schools in northern and central New Jersey whose members are committed to great outcomes for students with challenges in New Jersey. This year's recipient of the Connection for the Future Scholarship is Mia Capobianco. The Construction Industry Career Day Award is provided to a senior interested in pursuing a career in the construction industry. This year's winners are Jarrett Sartori and Eric Rabadnera. The Danny J. Gilmour Sugarbear Scholarship is presented to a student who exemplifies hard work in both athletics and scholastics while showing determination and a strong sense of leadership both on and off the athletic field. A student who promotes sportsmanship and has selflessly given back to his or her community. This year's winner, Mia Capobianco. The Delafave Family Service Scholarship is awarded to an outstanding graduating senior who has demonstrated a continued excellence in community service. The award is granted to a student member of the Boy or Girl Scouting communities with strong preference to those who have attained the rank of Eagle Scout or Gold Award. The student must be accepted into an accredited higher education program or be entering U.S. military service following graduation. This year's recipient is Brian Nguanti. The Democratic Club of Rutherford Justin Tokarski Memorial Scholarship is offered in honor of Justin Tokarski, a former mayor of Rutherford. This year's recipients, Kerry O'Keefe and Robert Zimkowitz. The Dr. David Israelowitz and Mrs. Kathleen Burrow Scholarship is offered to a Rutherford High School senior who will major in the field of medicine, nursing, medical technology, medical research, or any related health field. This year's recipient, Lola Piccola. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks of the United States of America will serve the people and communities through benevolent groups programs demonstrating that elks care and elks share. Most valuable student awards from the local lodge this year go to Skylar Ahern, Grace Anderson, Jack Carr, Brian Nguanti. The Past Exalted Ruler Award, also provided by the local lodge, goes to Owen Meister. And the Elks National Foundation Award National goes to Rian Chowdhury. The Elks of Rutherford Domenica Batto Scholarship has been established by the Batto family in loving memory of Domenica Batto. Domenica spent 12 years volunteering her services and dedicating her efforts as the troop leader of Rutherford Girl Scout Troop 552. The recipient of this award represents the same dedication and love of the Girl Scouts and their high goals and standards. Carrie O'Keefe, Gold Award. Bridget Boylan, silver. Hartley Peterson, silver. Sarah Scotty, silver. ERA Justin Realty has been in the business in Rutherford since 1950. We have a long history of community involvement and overwhelming love of this town. This scholarship is awarded to a Rutherford High School graduating senior who has shown a strong work ethic and an entrepreneurial spirit. This year's award winners are Jake Lynn Salata and Owen Meister. The Erickson Family Scholarship is offered to a student who is committed to school and community. This year's recipient, Dennis Gentile. The Forte Family Scholarships are offered to honor our three daughters, Alyssa, class of 2007, Kate, class of 2009, and Teresa, class of 2013, who were educated in the Rutherford School District from grades K through 12. They are for students who plan to study in the fields of special education or business or have a special family circumstance. This year's winners are Bridget Boylan, Christina Scanlon, Sarah Scotty, and Ian Spatel. The Greater Board of Realtors is committed to developing and delivering programs, services, and products that enhance the professional, ethical, and profitable performance of the membership. The GBAR strives to be the board of choice and the gateway to information, education, and technology. The Greater Board of Realtors Scholarship goes to Esma Kalaxis. The George Vyasevich Memorial Scholarship is in memory of George Vyasevich, a legendary basketball coach within the Rutherford community who inspired many generations of basketball players. He dedicated many volunteer hours to the youth of Rutherford. This year's recipient is Isabel Andler. The General Federation of Women's Clubs, Junior Women's Clubs of Rutherford, is part of the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs, Junior Membership, a statewide organization providing education, training, and interactive opportunities for volunteers who are committed to individual growth and community involvement, enriching the quality of life throughout New Jersey and the world. This year's recipients are Grace Anderson, Lauren Bronico, and Christina Scanlon. Gory J. Carforo was a 1956 graduate of Rutherford High School. He always said his years at Rutherford High School were some of his best experiences. However, he admitted that he majored in fun and games. While he didn't appreciate it as a student, he came to understand that the education he received from RHS gave him the solid educational foundation that he needed to pursue his career goals and be successful. This scholarship is in Gory's memory with the hope that it can fulfill his belief of paying things forward. This year's recipient is Robert Chinnery. The Harry W. Pappenphus Scholarship is in honor of Rutherfordian Harry W. Pappenphus, who passed away at the age of 95. He taught science and math at RHS and was the equipment manager for the high school football team. This year's recipient is Matus Marciniak. The Hazel-E Ralph Scholarship is in honor of Betty Ralph, a former teacher and administrator who will always be a lifelong learner and lover of reading. The student who demonstrates excellence in the classroom with potential, desire, and passion to pursue a college career in English literature, library studies, or teaching will be chosen for this award by the faculty of the English department. This year's winner is Mia Capabianco. The Herbert G. Miller MD Scholarship is offered in memory of Dr. Herbert G. Miller. The 1995 RHS Distinguished Graduate, Dr. Miller was a Rutherfordian who lived and practiced medicine in Rutherford. He is a former high school science teacher and a former member of the Rutherford Board of Education. In 1985, he received the Citizen of the Year Award. This year's winner is Christina Scanlon. The Heather Sartori Memorial Scholarship is in memory of Heather Sartori. Heather was an 8th grade student at Union School who would have graduated Rutherford High School with the class of 2016. She had a love for art and was thinking of studying graphic design. Being part of a firefighter family was also an important part of her life, as she admired the dedication of the members of the fire department. The JWCR will recognize one RHS student who will continue his or her education in the field of art, fire science, or serves to volunteer to the Rutherford Fire Department. This year's winner is Jarrett Sartori. The Jefferies Crusaders Spirit of Perseverance Scholarship is named after Jeffrey McGowan Jr., who was born with Down syndrome in 2006 and later duly diagnosed with autism. A group of family, friends, and neighbors came together in 2007 to begin to raise money and awareness about the power of the human spirit and the importance of changing the perception of challenges into opportunities. This scholarship is given to a senior who demonstrates the importance of the journey and who has persevered to reach his or her goals. This year's award winners are Skylar Ahern and Juliana DiGennaro. The Jilanne Zimkowitz Scholarship is given in honor of Jilanne Zimkowitz, a class of 1990 graduate who passed away in the crash of TWA Flight 800 in July of 1996. Jill was an honor student, outstanding athlete, member of the student government, yearbook editor, band member, and participated in other various school activities. This year's award winners are Erin Augustifer and Skylar Wazinski. The John P. Ferraro Scholarship in memory of Margaret Ferraro D'Oranio is given by devoted brother John P. Ferraro in memory of his sister, Margaret Ferraro D'Oranio, who spent 33 years as a dedicated special education teacher at Malcolm X Shabazz High School. This year's winner is Desiree Rivera. The Joseph M. Finneran Memorial Scholarship is in memory of Rutherfordian Joseph M. Finneran. He was an honored father who was an avid supporter of academics, athletics, and co-curricular activities at RHS. This year's winner is Jin-So Kim. The John T. Mayurnik Memorial Music Scholarship is given in memory of John Theodore Mayurnik by his family and friends. Mr. Mayurnik, who passed away in 2012, was a lifelong musician, musical scholar, and was an educator for nearly 50 years. Mr. Mayurnik spent 28 years as a music teacher at Union School, where he taught and inspired countless children. The scholarship is intended to continue his legacy and perpetuate a passion for music and the performing arts in the Rutherford school system. This year's winner is Jake Linsalata. The Junior League of Bergen County Incorporated 2020 Volunteerism Scholarship. The Junior League of Bergen County is an organization of women committed to promoting volunteerism, developing the potential of women, and improving the community through the effective action and leadership of trained volunteers. Its purpose is exclusively educational and charitable. This scholarship is awarded to a high school senior to recognize outstanding community service and commitment to volunteerism. This year's winner is Marta Graudina. The Karin Kaiser Memorial Scholarship is offered in memory of Karin Kaiser, a teacher who strongly believed in education. She was an active member of the First Presbyterian Church of Rutherford, where she supported the church school, sang in the choir, and served as a deacon. This scholarship was created by the Board of Deacons to honor her and to recognize her generosity. It is offered to a senior at RHS who plans on majoring in education, special education, or music. This year's winner is Mia Capabianco. The Ladies Auxiliary of the Rutherford Fire Department is an all-volunteer organization who supports the Rutherford Fire Department during emergencies by providing food, beverages, and support as needed. They fundraise throughout the year to provide assistance to community organizations in Rutherford, as well as outreach to various local groups who either request help or through by word of mouth. This year's winner, Bridget Boylan. The Lakeland Bank Scholarship was formed to recognize the young adults in our local communities who have worked hard to achieve academic success and who are dedicated to pursuing a higher education. This year's winner is Delaney Manning. The Licata Family Scholarship honors the memory of Geraldine, Lewis, and Raymond Licata, the parents and brother of Rutherford High School's longtime Director of Guidance, Barbara Licata Jones. The scholarship recognizes a senior who may enter the teaching profession or those who have admirably served others. This year's winner is Grace Anderson. The Lightbridge Foundation Scholarship is being given in an effort to assist worthy students continuing their studies in a recognized elementary or early childhood education post-secondary program, which includes college degrees and other nationally recognized programs such as the Child Development Associate. This year's winner is Carrie O'Keefe. The Lincoln School PTA consists of teachers, staff, and parents that are members of a community dedicated to quality and excellence in education. This scholarship is offered to a student who attended Lincoln School for at least 2 years. This year's winners are Isabel Andler and Catherine Corcoran. The Martinique Family Art Scholarship is offered in memory of Muriel and Maurice Martinique, a former RHS art teacher and her husband, who are both dedicated to the arts. This year's winner, Karin Yu. The Murray Hodge American Legion Post 453 Scholarship. Daniel Murray was a World War II veteran who was at Omaha Beach during World War II. Mr. Murray was a founding member of the Murray Hodge Post 453 with a continued membership for 70 years and is mentioned in the House of Congress. This scholarship represents the passion Mr. Murray had for the Student and Counseling Committee of Rutherford, New Jersey. This year's winner is Nwija Kanafu. New Jersey School Women's Club is a group of women educators engaged in all aspects of public education in New Jersey. The objectives of the club include promoting the interests of our profession, encouraging capable young women to become educators, and recognizing outstanding women in the field of education. This year's winner is Tiara Sherlock. The Pierpont School PTA consists of teachers, staff, and parents that are members of a community dedicated to quality and excellence in education. This scholarship is offered to 1 female and 1 male student who attended Pierpont School and has given through community service. This year's winners are Lauren Bronico and Cole Forte. Poofy Organics is a local business located in Rutherford, which was started by 2 Rutherford High School graduates, Christina Gagliardi Wilson and Benjamin Wilson. The goal of the Poofy Organics Entrepreneurial Scholarship is to select a senior who has demonstrated a strong sense of desire and willingness to work hard to achieve their goals despite setbacks. This year's winner is Gabriella Centurion. Ron Breitweiser was born in Rutherford and graduated from RHS in 1980. He graduated with a business degree from the University of Delaware and was a senior vice president at Fiduciary Trust International at 2 World Trade Center. He was a brilliant investor, was well-read and intelligent. Ron was always smiling. It was infectious, and he had a special connection with his family and friends. Ron always put family first, and this was the most important thing to him. This scholarship is to honor Ron, his full heart, and his dedication to the ones he loved. This scholarship is given to an RHS senior who plans to attend a 4-year college university in pursuit of a business degree. This year's winner is Nicholas LaRosa. The Rutherford Community School has a long history of working to support our community. Each year we learn of numerous individuals whom we feel demonstrate the integrity, initiative, respect for others, and desire to learn that has made Rutherford such a strong community. We are honored to celebrate 3 Rutherford High School students this year who have set an exceptional example for the younger students in our school community. This year's winners are Grace Anderson, Rebecca Rojas, and Tiara Sherlock. The Rutherford Fire Department Union Truck and Bucket Company #1 scholarship is awarded to a senior with a career goal of firefighting, emergency medical service, law enforcement, or other public service. This year's winners are Jarrett Sartori and Jake Schumann. The Rutherford Girls Softball Barbara Bennett Memorial Scholarship is presented to graduating seniors who have played at the upper levels of Rutherford Little League girls softball. They have exemplified excellence, teamwork, and a love for the game. The scholarship is named for Barbara Bennett, former Rutherford Director of Recreation, who was the girls softball program's biggest supporter and friend. This year's winners: Skylar Ahern, Grace Anderson, Erin Augustifer, Tatiana Bess, Savannah Burke, Mia Capabianco, Lucia Carpignano, Alexandra Costan, Juliana DiGennaro, Teresa Fitzsimmons, Madison Hebert, Shannon Kresge, Delaney Manning, Regina Maslag, Amelia McCarthy, Jennifer Natelkos, Sarah Scotti, Jenna Severino, Alessandra Tartabuono, Skylar Wazinski. The sole purpose of the RHS Hall of Fame is to honor outstanding athletes, coaches, contributors, and championship teams from RHS, and to promote and maintain pride in the athletic traditions of Rutherford. Induction ceremonies are held every year. The first induction was in April of 1996. The Hall of Fame is able to present scholarships to graduates who have participated in an athletic program at RHS. This year's winners are Mia Capabianco and Virgil Minnick. Charter Member Scholarship goes to Delaney Manning. The Rutherford HASP, or Home and School program, was a parent-run after-school care and summer camp program founded in 1985. In 2005, the program ceased operation and used its leftover operating surplus to create a scholarship fund for RHS students. This year's winners are Madison Caputo and Zachary Musa. The Rutherford Policemen's Benevolent Association Local 300 is a very proud and unified organization which was established to help create a strong and healthy work environment for current and future police officers of Rutherford. As a union, we must constantly work to meet these changing needs of the officers who serve this community and ensure that our best efforts are exhausted when representing not only each other, but all police officers across the globe. This year's winner is Grace Anderson. The Rutherford Pride Alliance Cameron Jalali Arki Diversity and Inclusion Award is named in honor of Cameron Jalali Arki. Cameron was a 2003 RHS graduate who served on the Rutherford Civil Rights Commission and was a part of the Rutherford Multicultural Festival. He completed an externship at the Rutherford Police Department and worked as a full-time police officer for the town of Hillsdale. This award is administered by the Rutherford Pride Alliance, whose mission is to promote and foster LGBTQ+ inclusivity, visibility, and advocacy in the Rutherford, New Jersey area. Applicants are asked to write about their goals and accomplishments, how they have advocated for diversity, and about their future plans to support the diversity for the LGBTQ+ community or other elements of diversity in all its forms. This year's winner is Amy Lee. The Rutherford Swim Association is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that has created a scholarship for students who have competed in the sport of swimming and wish to continue their education. This year's winner is Alexandra Smachinsky. The Rutherford High School Class of 1974 Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by alumni from the class of 1974, goes to Shannon Kresge and Q-Mean No. The Rutherford Music Boosters Association is made up of parents with children who participate in many aspects of the music field. This scholarship was created to recognize those students who promote the arts and dedicated their time and talents in band, color guard, and choir while attending RHS. This year's winners are Catherine Corcoran, Jake Linsalata, Tiara Sherlock, and Alexandra Smachinsky. Each year, the Rutherford Unico Foundation and Unico National Chapters donate approximately $1 million to various charities. Scholarships continue to be the primary focus, as roughly 1/3 of all monies raised go to deserving students from chapter locations and awarded to an exceptional senior of Italian descent. This year's winner is Christina Scanlon. The Stephen D. Maluso Football Scholarship was started in the year 2000. This scholarship is offered in memory of Stephen D. Maluso, a class of 1995 graduate whose life was tragically cut short in 1999. As RHS's only football scholarship, the award is given to a graduating senior who demonstrates Stephen's love of and dedication to Rutherford football. This year's winner is Sebastian Gaeta. The Stevens Art Center Scholarship is in memory of RHS graduates Frank W. Stevens, Patricia A. Stevens, and their son Mark H. Stevens. Frank and Patricia supported young artists with art shows and competitions. The couple offered art classes at the Art Center as well as in their home studio. This scholarship is offered to a creative artist, including but not limited to photography, metalwork, poetry, pottery, and painting. This year's winner is Brandon Freed. The Salvatore Brancato Scholarship is offered in honor of a former principal of Union School, Salvatore Brancato, who served Rutherford with dedication for 36 years. This year's winner is Rebecca Rojas. The Teterboro Airport Community Benefit Fund Scholarship was started in 2008 by Teterboro Airport to give back to the surrounding communities and to provide a scholarship to a senior pursuing a career in aeronautics, science, or engineering. This year's recipient is Marta Graudina. Top Dogs is a program that was created 5 years ago by 6 Rutherford families who had been active in the Rutherford FC travel soccer program to provide a soccer experience tailored to needs of children with physical and/or developmental disabilities. The program aims to teach soccer skills in a safe environment with the ultimate goal of improving the fitness, self-esteem, and social skills of all participants while promoting the inclusion of differently abled children in our community. The key to the success of the program is the involvement of high school buddies who are paired one-on-one with the players. This scholarship is awarded in recognition of the huge impact our high school buddies have made on our differently abled players. Mia Capabianco, Juliana DeGennaro, Jennifer Natelkos, Kerry O'Keefe, and Katie Sullivan. The Union School PTA consists of teachers, staff, and parents that are members of a community dedicated to quality and excellence in education. This scholarship is offered to a student who attended Union School. This year's winners are Grace Anderson, Jack DeBarry, Matthew Silva, and Skylar Wasinski. Villa Visions and the Premier Villa Group, 2 groups of Rutherfordians, have donated this scholarship and would like to share a message. Very rarely does someone know what their destiny is in life, and very rarely does someone graduating high school know what their next steps should be. What we do know is if you love and have a real passion for something, follow it. Your love and passion will result in many of the greatest things in life. As you are on the path to greatness, be sure to put your largest effort into whatever you love and have true passion for and watch all the things you ever wanted to start becoming reality. This year's winner is Owen Meister. The Women's Club of Rutherford is a member of the General Federation of Women's Clubs. They are an active philanthropic organization dedicated to community involvement, education, and the future of our high school students. The Barbara H. Chadwick Scholarship is offered each year to an outstanding student. Marina Aljuk is this year's winner. The Women's Club of Rutherford, Velma Mosdorf Garrett Scholarship, in honor of the evening membership department, is offered each year to an outstanding student entering a health-related field. This year's winner is Bridget Boylan. The Women's Club of Rutherford Art Award is offered each year to an outstanding art student. This year's award winner is Jenna Severino. The Helen Reddy Creative Writing Award is offered each year to an outstanding writer. This year's recipient is Christina Scanlon. The Women's Club of Rutherford Music Award is offered each year to an outstanding music student. This year's winner is Joanna Calvo. The Washington School PTA consists of teachers, staff, and parents that are members of a community dedicated to quality and excellence in education. This scholarship is offered to students who attended Washington School. This year's winners are Grace Anderson and Kerry O'Keefe. The Zygmunt Sicci Art Association of Rutherford Scholarship. The Art Association of Rutherford is a community-based organization that recognizes and highlights the artistic abilities of others. This scholarship is offered each year to an outstanding art student at RHS. This year's winner is Joanna Calvo. The Rutherford High School PTSA Scholarships. This year are offered to Erin Augustifer, Lauren Bronico, Mia Capabianco, Katie Corcoran, Alexandra Costan, Jack DeBarry, Regina Maslag, Kerry O'Keefe, Hartley Peterson, Rebecca Rojas, Christina Scanlon, Sarah Scotti, Tiara Sherlock, Matthew Silva, and Alessandra Tartabuono. The Rutherford PTA Ara S. Boyan Award Mathematics Department Scholarship is offered in memory of Ara S. Boyan, a former RHS principal. This year's winner is Alexandra Smachinsky. The Rutherford PTA William D. Bauman Leadership Award is offered in honor of William D. Bauman, a longtime principal of RHS who served Rutherford with dedication for 27.5 years. This year's winner is Isabel Andler. The Parent-Teacher Council Scholarship in honor of Leslie O'Keefe is given in honor of Miss O'Keefe's service as Superintendent of Schools from 2000 to 2010. Miss O'Keefe began her career as a social studies teacher and department supervisor at Rutherford High School. This scholarship recognizes the outstanding accomplishments of a Rutherford High School senior throughout 4 years in the area of social sciences. This year's winner is Matthew Peoples. The Parent-Teacher Council Scholarship is awarded to a student who embodies the spirit of perseverance and has added positively to his or her school community. This year's winner is Samuel Beals. And now for a few special recognition awards. For outstanding performance in career transition, Daniel Franich. The Bergen County School Boards Association Unsung Heroes Award is awarded to a student who has distinguished themselves in unique ways, who models good citizenship, or is a quiet strength that inspires others in the spirit of volunteerism. This year's winner is Jarrett Sartori. The following students have committed to a career in the armed forces. Samuel Beals, Army. Marta Graudina, Air Force ROTC at the University of South Florida. Denzel Griffith, Army National Guard. Christopher Guzman, Army National Guard, Kane University. Brian Nguanti, Army ROTC at Fordham University. Alexis Kitjob, Army National Guard. Andrew Ligori, Marines. Rebecca Park, Army National Guard, Stockton University. Drew Stone, Air Force. The PTA Reflections State and National winner is Catherine Corcoran for Outstanding Interpretation and Music Composition entitled Mindfulness. The Seal of Biliteracy is provided by the state of New Jersey to students who can prove proficiency in the English language and a foreign language. Seniors took a foreign language exam in the language of their choice and have been awarded the seal by the state of New Jersey. Grace Morales for Spanish, Karolina Wisniewski for Polish, and Alexander Smicinski for Polish. Frontline Heroes Class of 2020. We would like to recognize the following members of the Class of 2020 as hometown heroes during the COVID-19 pandemic. These students have volunteered their time and talents in the service of others. Marta Graudina, Jake Schumann, Jarrett Sartori, Dennis Gentile, Robert Zimkowitz, Michael Pashota. Academic Decathlon would like to recognize the Academic Decathlon team members who were division champions and placed second overall in this year's state competition, earning the chance to go to Alaska for the national championship. Obviously, the world had other plans, but this in no way diminishes the amazing achievements this year. Marina Alduke, Emily Feza, James Kim, Kevin No, Matthew Peoples, Tiara Sherlock, Christina Scanlon, and Karolina Wisniewski. The following faculty awards are sponsored by various organizations and selected by faculty vote. The Bergen County Directors of Guidance Scholarship is awarded to Grace Morales. The BCB Bank Scholarships are awarded to Jason Alves and Nwabija Kenefu. The Carney Bank Scholarship is awarded to Jack Carr and Jenna Rogers. The mission of the International Lions Club is to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs, encourage peace, and promote international understanding. The Rutherford Lions Club Scholarship is awarded to Brian Nguanti. And now I would like to hand the presentation over to Mr. David Frazier, who will begin the department awards. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our seniors. The first athletic department award is the NJSIAA Scholar Athlete Award. This award is given to a senior who excels in any NJSIAA varsity sport with an outstanding academic record and exhibits outstanding school and community citizenship. This year's winner goes to Jenna Rogers. The NJSIAA National Girls and Women's Day Award. Each winter, an outstanding female athlete from each high school in New Jersey is honored in a statewide recognition ceremony, where outstanding high school and college university female athletes are presented with special awards from the National Association for Girls and Women in Sport. This year's recipient is also Jenna Rogers. The BCCA and the BCWCA Scholarship. The Bergen County Coaches Association and the Women's Coaches Association are awarding $500 in scholarships to a student athlete graduating in June of 2020. On the female side, the $500 recipient is Jenna Rogers. And the Bergen County Coaches Association for the males, two $250 scholarships goes to Jason Alves and Brian Nguanti. Unico National Bergen County Chapter Brian Piccolo Award. The Brian Piccolo Award is given to a student athlete that displays character, leadership, and serves as an example for their teammates. This year's winner is Jack DeBarry. The BCCA and BCWCA Multisport Award. In an effort to recognize outstanding athletic participation, the BCCA and BCWCA will honor athletes who have participated in multiple sports over their 4-year high school career. The athlete must have competed in 3 different sports and at least 10 different sports seasons, be in good academic standing, and have good character. This year's winners are, for the ladies, Mia Capobianco and Amelia McCarthy, and for the boys, Christopher Guzman and Jacob Maciag. The Nj Icy Sportsmanship Award. Each year, the Nj Icy selects 2 student athletes that demonstrate strong leadership skills and demonstrate sportsmanship throughout their high school career. This year's recipients are Jack DeBarry and Jenna Rogers. And the final award is the Physical Education Department Award. The Physical Education Award is given to a male and female student with an overall A average in each year and exemplifies the qualities in physical education that promote lifetime fitness. This year's winners are Skylar Ahern and Meet Suhagia. I'll now turn it over to Ms. Leonard.
These scholarships are in memory of faculty members who have encouraged, enlightened, and taught many students throughout the Rutherford School District. Their love and passion for teaching was their gift to all of us. Grace Anderson, Joanna Calvo, Carrie O'Keefe, Tiara Sherlock. Business Department, perseverance and commitment to business education, Madison Caputo. Excellence in business education, Shannon Crease. Excellent in business education, Jason Alves. Outstanding achievement in computer education, Anthony Louie. Mrs. Leonard will turn it over to Mr. Ursulisi.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Leonard. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Ursulisi, Supervisor of English and Arts for the Rutherford Public Schools. I'm also here as a son. I get to present the Ursulisi Scholarship in memory of my mom and dad, Elizabeth Betty Ursulisi and Henry Buddy Ursulisi. My mom was she was a Rutherfordian through and through, lifelong resident of Rutherford. She was a teacher in the Rutherford Public Schools. She actually began teaching in the Rutherford Recreation Program preschool. Then she was a kindergarten teacher at Lincoln School and a 2nd grade teacher at Washington School for many years. She believed in, and I love this phrase, she teaches kids, she doesn't teach a curriculum. That was always her saying. My dad, Henry Buddy Ursulisi, also a Rutherford resident for 42 years. He moved here when he and my mom got married. He was a veteran of the United States Air Force, a mechanic, a businessman, and they both shared the same values in that hard work and a desire to grow were necessary to succeed in life. And we talk about growing academically and vocationally, that you grow through your work. So we honor, my brother and I run this scholarship fund in memory of my mom and dad. We honor their memory with a scholarship to students who best represent the qualities that we think my mom and dad had. We don't choose them because I work here. I figured it's really not fair. So these scholarships, and we had 21 kids apply this year, and we send all the applications to my mom and dad's friends, my mom's sister, my dad's brother, and they go through everything. So we are thrilled to be able to award $8,000 in awards this year to lots of different kids. We have some $500 awards and we have some $1,000 awards. So congratulations and thank you for being the amazing kids that you are. You're going to go out and do great things. $500 to Gabriella Centurion, $500 award to Katie Corcoran, a $500 award to Jack DeBarry, $500 award to Teresa Fitzsimmons, $500 award to Katie Sullivan, and a $500 award to Jaylee Torres. And then we also have 5 $1,000 awards as well. $1,000 to Skylar Ahern, $1,000 to Harshil Joshi, $1,000 to Owen Meister, and $1,000 to Kerry O'Keefe, and $1,000 to Christina Scanlon. I know my mom and dad would be thrilled with everything that you guys are going to go out and do. So thank you again for just being the people that you are. Now I'm going to switch from being a son, a proud son, to Supervisor of English and Arts. I've got a couple more awards for you here. The William Carlos Williams Creative Writing Award this year is awarded to Tiara Sherlock. The R. High Literary Editor Award, awarded to Tiara Sherlock. The Scribe Award, and Scribe was outstanding this year. Mrs. Dugard, of course, runs that. The award for Scribe, shared by two people, Stacy Shang and Tiara Sherlock. And of course, it was a big day right before Thanksgiving, the Rutherford Becton Annual Regional Spelling Bee, and Rutherford took that trophy again. The overall winner, Rian Chowdhury. Congratulations. We have some art department awards as well. The art department award overall goes to Jenna Severino. The yearbook award to Samantha Armacost and Madison Hebert. And from the fine performing and practical arts, we've got the National School Choral Award that goes to Tiara Sherlock. The Family Consumer Science Award, Emily Muller. The RTV Award, Emily Muller. And thank you, RTV, for hosting us as we do your virtual Senior Awards Day today. The Theater Award, congratulations to Joanna Calvo and Christina Scanlon. And from the Music Department, John Philip Souza Award to Jonah Cantelmi. And we move on to the STEM Department. The STEM Award this year, we've got 5 people: Kyle Donahue, Cole Forte, Marta Graudina, Matthews Marcinac, Chloe Webster Kim. Congratulations. And also the World Languages Department. We have a French award. So we say bon chance and good luck to Tiara Sherlock. And the Spanish award to Rian Chowdhury. Congratulations to everybody. And seniors, I just wanted to say this was a very strange end of your year, but I know you have all handled it with grace, with honor, and with the maturity that I think is becoming of a soon-to-be future graduate of Rutherford High School. I wish you all the best in what you do going forward. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Hopkins, and she's got some closing remarks.
And this concludes our program. Thank you all for tuning in and watching our new version of the Senior Awards ceremony. And I'd like to take this time to thank all of our generous sponsors and donors who enabled us to continue to provide scholarships to our seniors during this difficult time. I want to thank Darlene Capabianco and Joy Mariano, who put in countless man hours to ensure that we would still be able to honor the students of the class of 2020 in an entirely new way. Thank you to all the students, families, and community organizations for tuning in. Goodbye.